We have some questions about our running to stand still writing and trail running workshop. Thought we would answer them in a video. What is the running to stand still workshop besides what's on the website? I like to think of it as 6 days of conversations about storytelling and art with all your art nerd friends that you haven't met yet.
Yeah.
And we exercise every day
Yeah.
in nature. What kind of snacks will there be? We've never run out of food on a trip.
Not that I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is the Free Flow Institute?
Or
It's not an actual building, is it?
no actual building. No.
It exists in wild spaces in...
Yeah, it exists in wild spaces out in the world
Yeah.
only. And sometimes on the internet in the off season.
It's like, do you want to be in a classroom? Is it a cult?
Is Free Flow Institute a cult?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Maybe there's what's the definition of a cult?
I feel like it would have to have more regular meetings.
Yeah,
don't you?
yes. I don't think it's a cult.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you're not megalomaniacal enough to use a big word.
That is a big word.
Okay.
How fast do I have to run?
I think sometimes people are a little worried about keeping up with the group, and when we have 12 people and 2 guides, we average 15-minute miles because of all the breaks and stopping. So I guess if you're looking for some sort of training camp, this is not it. If you're worried about being too slow, you're probably fine.
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
Yeah.
You also don't have to run every day if you don't want to.
What's a typical day look like in the writing workshop?
Coffee, breakfast, writing workshop session in which we read some people's stories or talk about a specific element of storytelling. Trail run, lunch, and then a later afternoon writing workshop session or discussion. Dinner, and then reading time, essentially, where we read the people's stories who are going to get workshopped the next day.
Running to Stand Still, isn't that a U2 song?
It is, and it's actually about heroin, which I just realized right now. That has nothing to do with the workshop. I just thought it sounded good.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with very little to do with the workshop.
Don't bring heroin, I guess, is one of the things we should say.
It's not on the packing list.
Yeah, it's like running to formulate thoughts in your mind to write about or to do other creative things with. Not heroin, though.
Yeah.
What if I don't think of myself as a writer?
Well, I think one thing that you're good at, Brendan, is making people realize that they are actually already writers just by virtue of the fact they're interested in it. So if you don't think of yourself as a writer yet, maybe that's all the more reason for you to join us. And you'll leave feeling like a writer, calling yourself a writer.
Who are the other participants? So we've had college professors, including professors who teach writing,
Yes.
aerospace engineers, political activists,
Scientists,
professional
writers,
professional editors, that was nice,
professional athletes,
entrepreneurs.
artists,
We had an ER doctor one year, photographers, filmmakers. We had a couple filmmakers, nonprofit employees,
attorneys,
attorneys.
psychologists.
We had a rabbi one year.
We had a rabbi. Yeah, yep. Everyone's welcome. Do I have to be funny?
You do not have to be funny to attend the workshop, but we do recommend that you be able to laugh while attending the workshop. What if I don't read very much?
If you don't read very much, maybe you will be inspired to read more after spending 6 days talking about good writing.
I have dietary restrictions. Can you accommodate my diet?
Yes, with very few exceptions. We are very much experienced in accommodating unique restrictions within the modern diet. And you will not go hungry, and we think that you will feel nourished to do both your activities, running and generating writing.
We've never had a breatharian attend the workshop.
Not yet, no. You're welcome to come.
That's easy to cook for.
It's really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have to write for the writing workshop?
Yes, we do ask that you, as a participant, submit a 1,200 word max personal essay. And the idea here is that you bring enough copies to the workshop to distribute one to every participant, and then one to Brendan and one to me, so that we can all have the pleasure of reading and workshopping your writing. And this is not something to be afraid of.
No. You're required to be nice. No one leaves the writing workshop feeling like they should not write more. That is my requirement for the workshop. Also, the 1,200 word thing we take pretty seriously. Every once in a while somebody does bring one longer than 1,200 words. Donna, but it was okay. We survived.
Why writing and running together?
I think it's been well documented that exercise actually helps people create. You don't do the writing while you're sitting at your computer. You do the writing when you're out in the world, walking around and running around. So that's what we do. Plus, if we just sat around for 6 days, it would be pretty miserable, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds kind of like summer camp. Is it like summer camp?
It's kind of like summer camp, but without like archery or slingshots. And also no like awkward end of summer camp dance. We don't have that.
No.
But you'll make friends.
Are there scholarships available?
Yes, Free Flow Institute does offer in-house scholarships, and we also offer payment plans so that you're not burdened with a giant chunk of change up front. The course is also available for university credit, which means that your organization or institution may support you with professional development or continuing education funds. And if you want help crafting a letter, an appeal of support to your administration or supervisor, we're always happy to help with that.
It also means that I get to say I've taught college classes, correct?
You're a college professor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like college, except your professor doesn't shower.
You should shower. You should.